I'm sorry about that, my delicious little babies. Okay, I'm going to have to. Well, I'm not going to. This is, I'm not going to start it all over again. What I was talking about, my delicious little babies. It was just ready to install again. Okay, not only that, but my dog and burn the first time round with my video today, my delicious little babies on March 18th. 18th of March, sorry, 2026. Well, I didn't even have to do anything, it just, the camera just switched itself on. Mad stuck babies, do you see what I'm saying? Yes. Anyway, getting back to what I was just saying now. So, so I know what I would do, mad stuck babies. So, yes, I know what I would do. Okay, and I'm not going to say no more about that. I could do. But, well, let's just say if the wrong ears, you know, listen. Do you understand what I mean? Martin babies, I'll be bloody accused of saying all sorts. Do you know what I mean? Martin babies, so just leave it. But the fact of the matter is, well, all that could be done saying Martin babies is good luck. Good luck with it. I wish them all the luck in the world, isn't it? Because if you look at in our old England, just like if you look in all different countries, you know what I mean, Martin babies, I would pretty much say that there is a large number, I would have thought, who eat meat, Martin babies. I really just do not feel that anybody would like to eat a lab-grown food. Martin babies, do you know what I mean? Yes. And not only that, but I have talked about on video a long time ago, very long time ago. Again, I've seen this on BitChute. This is why I really miss BitChute, Martin. There we are. I really miss it, okay, because you get the flipping damn truth there. Do you see what I mean? Bless Sir Ray for hey, bless him. Do you understand what I mean? The owner, not in that way, not in that way. But he never had a choice. He had to take his business, out of our old England, mad little babies. We all know why. We all know why. But yeah, and where the ones were thinking to themselves that they were buying a steak, and they got it home and it melted. Mad little babies. Okay, so what is going on there? I wonder. I wonder. Do you know what I mean? Mad little babies, yes. So no. And then let's look at it this way. Anybody who's talking this crock of effing sharp, man, right? The fact of the matter is, Martin little babies, would we be seeing those pieces of shart eating lab-grown food? No, I don't think so, because they wouldn't be doing it. Do you know what I mean? Maybe they ought, what is the saying, Martin little babies? Maybe they need to damn well practice, there we are, what they damn well preach, isn't it? That's the way I see it, Martin little babies. That's my answer to it. But it just disgusts me. But if you get ones, and this is the truth, just joining dots, Martin little babies. If you get ones now, then okay, and you want to upset their eating habits, shall we say, Martin little babies. I'm telling you something now, right? In no uncertain terms. Okay, I'm telling you something now, Martin little babies. You see, in this room, I can see everything. I get a little bit distracted, Martin little babies. Taking a notice. Yeah, I'm just so pleased to be back in my room. Anyway, Martin little babies, you start interrupting ones with their eating habits, Martin little babies. And I tell you what, I have a very strong feeling, Martin little babies. I'm certainly not inciting anything. But let me tell you, you're going to see a very different side to mankind if they put, there we are, in that situation, my delicious babies. Do you see what I'm saying? Yes. Okay. So I really do feel now then that governments, whether it's in our old England or around the world, they really need to spare, there we are, a very serious thought, okay, about what they're doing, okay, my delicious babies, because you are going to have a lot of very, very, very unhappy little bunnies. Do you know what I mean? My delicious babies, very unhappy indeed. for a start off, I know most who eat meat. Mátalisteach babies, I mean, I do not know as many who just eat fish and, like veg and, and salad and things like this now then, okay? I do not know many vegetarians where, they solely keep away from meat and fish, and or even vegans. I do not know any vegans, so I do not know any vegans, and I do not know many vegetarians. Mátalisteach babies. I mean, for myself, I eat fish, but I do not eat meat. You see what I mean? Mátalisteach babies, okay? But nevertheless, at the end of the day, that would seriously, and I mean seriously, pee everybody off. Mátalisteach babies, big times. Do you see what I mean? Okay, so yeah, they really need to spare a thought. Why do they want to do this to everybody? Why do they just want to keep coming into our business sipping 24/7? Don't they know when to just damn well keep out of our business, Mátalisteach babies? Because it seems to myself they clearly do not. So yeah, so that's that. But on my previous other little video, before it was ready to install this silly business on my dog and bone, talking about the because we don't like that word, we seem to hear rather a lot of it. The dying bill, has not been passed in Scotland, Mátalisteach babies. So that is very good news indeed. So there we are. I'm super duper happy about that. Okay, as I'm sure in Scotland there will be, and really they should be happy in England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and anywhere in the world, because Canada, which I've known for a long time, Canada is going through a terrible time, Mátalisteach babies. So my heart goes out to poor Canada for what they're going through, Mátalisteach babies. Do you know what I mean? Okay, it's a very, very serious let's just say bill, if it was to be passed, okay, and it will certainly not be used for the good. Okay, Mátalisteach babies, just please take a look back only 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. Okay, Mátalisteach babies, okay, that should tell ones, there we are, everything really that they need to know. Okay, Mátalisteach babies. Now then, so I was listening to, that doesn't mean no, just got an itch. So I was just listening to Mátalisteach babies, Middle Nation. Well, it's called Middle Nation. Okay, Mátalisteach babies happens to have 562,000 subscribers, Mátalisteach babies, and it's King Shaheed Bolson. Okay, Mátalisteach babies. So I'm not talking to our delicious little babies out there who already know who this man is. I'm talking to our delicious little babies who are unaware of who he is. Sorry, I never needed to stumble there. Yeah, he's been talking on his latest video, Mátalisteach babies. I think it's about 44 minutes and something, where he's talking about Iran and and what's going on over there in the war, and well, basically he's he's talking about different things, and he's giving what I feel, listening to what he was saying, he's giving out some there we are, home truths, Mátalisteach babies. It seems there we are to myself. Okay, Mátalisteach babies. So that's what he's just done doing, really. But so should anybody happen to have any form of an interest in Shaheed's video as well, Middle Nation, he's on YouTube. Okay, Mátalisteach babies, please and thank you. Now the only other video today, Mátalisteach babies, to advertise is this uploader. Sorry, happens to have 79,000 subscribers, and the uploader is called the capital T space capital S Solari SOLARR space capital R report, and that is Catherine Austin Fitz. Okay, my little babies, this is the upload. I'll just repeat it again. The Solari reports Catherine Austin Fitz. Okay, my little babies. Now, this video is nearly an hour and a half, and it should read the title, The Technocratic Dark State, Trump AI and Digital Dictatorship with Ian Davis. Full interview. Okay, Martin, little baby, so I'm just going to repeat this again for you, shall I? The Technocratic Dark States, Trump AI and Digital Dictatorship with Ian Davis. Okay, Martin, little babies, it's all right. It's really busy today outside. You know, when I was saying the other day, you hardly see a soul. There's quite a few today. I think it's because, you know, when the sun comes out, Martin, little babies, well, you know, bless mankind tend to venture out, don't they, Martin, little babies, you know, and bless all of those dear mankind who very sadly are disabled and they cannot, get out, can they? Bless them, okay? Anyway, Martin, little babies, so Ian Davis, okay, we love our, not with anyone not in that way, we love our Catherine Austin Fitch, you know. I really enjoy listening to the videos when she's talking, Martin, little babies. And also is Ian Davis. He's really good as well. And of course, it's on Substack, Martin, little babies. You'll usually find that for most, you know, who I will advertise, they are on Substack, Martin, little babies, okay? But, you know, Substack, I'll repeat again, just like others, you know, it appears to myself that they're all under attack. You know what I mean, Martin, little babies, because, you know, they just don't want one chatty. They just don't like one talking to another, Martin, little babies, you know what I mean, because it's effing up their plans. There we are. It's effing up their plans, you know what I mean, Martin, little babies. But what my thoughts are is, well, they should continue talking, shouldn't they? We should all continue talking, Martin, little babies, because even for myself, I mean, you know, YouTube doesn't seem to like myself either, Martin, little babies, do you know what I mean? Anybody who, it appears to myself, there we are, tells the truth, well, it appears to myself they're not alike him. So, yeah, I will mention another one. It's called Be Inspired channel on YouTube, Martin, little babies, so that's just reminded me. How many minutes long is that video? Is it? Well, I don't know if it's nearly 20 minutes, Martin, little babies. It's the latest one. Be Inspired, the uploader on YouTube, happens to have 31 million or 13 million? It's one of those, Martin, little baby subscribers, so that's an awful lot. Colossal. And anyway, and this is to do with this woman, you know, bless her, with anybody not in that way, like I said, bless her, where she's, well, basically, they made her a target. Okay, Martin, little babies, because what she's talking about is, you know, the, like something under a lake. Okay, Martin, little babies. So, anyway, I just thought I'd just mention that one. Just slip that one in. Okay, Martin, little babies. Now then, so yeah. So this is nearly an hour and a half, okay? I just started to listen to it. And, of course, I will listen to all of it, Martin, little babies, because for myself, I'm very much into these kind of videos, Martin, little babies, that I've just advertised, okay? And the other one, sorry, that's it, who I wanted to mention, happens to have, what is it? Is it 61.3 thousand subscribers, my delicious little babies? I think it's 61.3. Capital R, Mark, space, capital D, Devlin. Okay, my delicious little babies. And his channel's really banging as well, you know, not in that way, but it's really banging, do you know what I mean? Okay, I do laugh at some of the channels, you know, they're flipping hilarious. It's just the way that they come out with things, but you know, with Mark, bless him. He's more of how can I put it? He's got more of a dry humour. Do you understand what I mean? Okay, but you just cannot help but laugh sometimes, Martin baby. You know, I'm not laughing at. Do you understand what I mean? It's just I just find it just so flipping, you know, hilarious. Do you understand what I mean, Martin babies? Now then, I also want to show you this. There's another bus ticket here, Martin babies. Look at this. I just keep coming across bloody bus tickets. What does that say, Martin babies? Pike. 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 Park. What was it? Adult one day. Bus. It's a bus ticket, Martin babies. This is dated Saturday, 27th of September 2025. Martin babies, yeah. Okay, Martin babies. I just thought I'd mention it now. Then, yesterday evening, just very lastly, I put up some shorty videos, Martin babies. I did put up one of my beautiful dear little, I love them so. My beautiful dear little nanny, beautiful dear little granddad, and beautiful dear little mama bear. I love them also. And I did put it up for a short time, then I took it down. Okay, so I took it down today. Okay, my delicious babies, I left it up. There we are, just long enough that I needed. There we are to leave them up for. Okay, my delicious babies. Yeah, because I'll never forget my delicious babies. You know, I should still have my beautiful dear family here with myself today, my delicious babies. So now, I'll never forget what these murdering little effers have done. And I just like to, there we are, continuously, there we are, remind them of what they did. Okay, my delicious little babies, okay, there we are. Because I'm not like others, you know. You'll hear others say, you know, in the world, you will hear this smart little babies where they say, oh, you know, you know, you have to let things go and you have to. No, I will never let it go, ever. Okay? I love my beautiful dear little nanny granddad and my beautiful mama bear as well. And I love them unconditionally. Do you see what I mean? Yes. And they too love myself. There we are, unconditionally. You know what I mean? So no, I never forgive. I never forget, ever. But there were other little shorty videos, my delicious little babies, that I also put up. Do you know what I mean? Now, for some, probably just, you know, simple things just wouldn't get it at all, what I was saying, at all. Yeah, but I fully knew what I was saying with the shorty videos. There we are, my delicious little babies, yes. Because there was another bus ticket there, what was it? It seemed to be cut out, the date. But that was 2022. My delicious little babies, sorry, yeah, stumbled there. But the date's cut out. For some reason, I was, you know, sorting out some bags. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? So, okay. Anyways, that's all that I have to say, my delicious little babies. Not a lot else to say. But I mean, I could do, in all fairness, my delicious little babies, I could say, there we are, much more if I wanted to. But to be honest with you, my delicious little babies, there we are. I do have other things to do as well, okay? So, and of course, I do this as a hobby, as a hobby. Sorry, my delicious little babies, do you know what I mean? I don't know. What's new, pussycat? Whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm just going to have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. Okay, my delicious little babies. So yeah, so I don't have anything else that I want to say today, my delicious little babies. I feel that once again, there we are. I said quite enough, my delicious little babies. Anyway, so I'm just going to close my book. And yeah, everything's ticked off, and yeah, we just have to just keep going back, my delicious little babies. To where we need to keep going back to, my delicious little babies. Do you see what I mean? Uh, you know, let's just say to make this make any sense. You see what I mean, my delicious little babies? But what I'm finding really super duper wonderful and delicious is how many uploaders now. Of course, you've got our lovely uploaders who have been doing this for decades. Of course, who I advertise all the time. Um, but of course, you've got others now. It's just amazing when one keeps going bright, doesn't it, Martin? Little babies. It's just amazing, when you know, I don't know, when one channel talks to another channel, and all this Martin Little babies. Do you know what I mean? I just think it's wonderful. It's wonderful and delicious, you know, because it seems to myself that many have already, there we are, come to their conclusion. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I'm saying? My delicious little babies, yes. Mm. So anyway, so wherever you are in the world, whether it's morning, afternoon, or evening, please have a super duper delicious time. You only get one life, my little honey bunnies. Sending peace, love, harmony, and bright blessings to each and every one of you. May your beautiful little selves, your beautiful little families, may you all be fully protected, and how I love you all so. Okay. And you're wonderful, fabulous, delicious, and I love you. Okay, so until my next video, my delicious little babies, you just look after now. Please take care of yourselves, and please try to take care of others, because we are in a bonkers, crackers, and crazy world. So yeah, so I've got my first little video today, and it cut off because something was ready to install. It just keeps saying to install, okay? And then, of course, this is the second part. Okay, my delicious little babies, but my video should have been one part. Okay, my delicious babies, so I'm very, extremely sorry about that. Okay, so until the next video, take care. Thank you once again for listening. Thank you for any views, for any likes, for the occasional comments. How I love you so. Goodbye.